Okay, welcome to the QTP interview questions .blogspot.in. Here, what I'm going to explain is that what kind of questions are most frequently used in QTP interviews in different IT companies like Cognizant, TCS, Infosys. So this blog is all about QTP interview questions asked in various IT companies. Now I'm going to tell you what are those questions and how to answer them. So I'll go step by step. Now there are different questions based on folder structure and file extensions in QTP. So if I go to that page, it will display all the details about the extensions and folder structure of QTP. So I'll go down. So everything is mentioned on this article, like what is this script.mtc is for, then resources.mtr, what is the significance of that, then what is .qareas and .tsr. So you can go back to these blocks and read more questions and answers here. The next question that is most frequently asked in QTP interviews is that the how to use the object repository manager and how to handle the objects, how to edit the objects in QTP. So if you go to this object repository manager article, this will give you details about what are the advantages of the object repository manager. For example, it will help you open and edit shared object repository. It will help you compare two shared object repositories in QTP, and it will merge two shared object repositories in QTP. So .tsr files can be edited only through object repository manager. So the next question I'm to tell you, what is the, for example, they can ask you what is the default object synchronization timeout. So that is 20 seconds by default. Then they can also ask you on what kind of environment variables are there in QTP. Then they can also ask you how to create a TSR file in QTP. So to create a TSR file, you need to go to the QTP, then open object repository, and then use the from file menu you have to open the export local objects option. So this is taking more time than expected. So there is an option, there is export local objects. So this will create an .tsr file, and then this file you can edit from the object repository manager. The next question that may be asked is how to create a text file in QTP. So this is very simple actually. This is all part of the VB script. For example, in VB script there are different objects like file system object, and then there is a dictionary object, then arrays. All the methods or the string functions, data functions from the VB scripts can be used in QTP as it is. So a lot of questions are asked on the VB script as well. So before you go for an QTP interview, you need to brush up these concepts of the VB script. For example, how to split the strings using delimiters, how to add two strings, or how to find the length of the string, how to find the first few characters of the string from the left from right, etc. So you should be able to find out what is the current date, current system time, or how to find the next future date or previous date. Then you should be able to access the database in QTP. So this is very simple, like how you do it in VB script, because using the ADO-DB.connection object. I'm going to show you the code here. So this is normal VB script code that you can use as it is in QTP as well. Here I have created ADO-DB.record set object, and here I created ADO-DB.connection object. And then using the record set open method, I am opening one record select star from course, and here is the record count. It's going to print. The next question I can tell you is that how to handle multiple browsers in QTP. This you can use. This you can find out using the creation timeout or the handle property of the browsers. Then there is one question that is very tricky: how to bypass object repository in QTP. So this question is asked to just confuse you. How we can bypass object repository in QTP is that we can use the description programming instead of object repository in QTP. Then how to close all Internet Explorer browsers in QTP. Now this is very important question. Again, every project you will be faced with this kind of scenario where you need to close the particular application. So in this case we can use win32 object, that is win32 underscore process class. So using wmi.execute query method, we get all processes that with this name ixflow.exe, and we are going to terminate all the processes one by one here. So here actually you can give any process name and then it will close that process. So this is very generic function, you can make it. Then these are how to get current system time in QTP using time function. Then date, to get the date you can use the date function. To find the date difference you can use the date diff function. Then to prevent system from getting locked. Now there are two ways we can handle this question. You can use you create one VB script that will keep on pressing the numlock key, or you can edit the registry of the system. There is one variable key, that is disable lock workstation, that you can edit to prevent system from getting locked in QTP. Now how to get files from FTP server in QTP. This is again very simple. Or like normally how we access FTP files on the FTP files is that we give the commands on the command prompt like fget, fput, etc. So same commands we can use. Instead of that, instead of using the command prompt directly, we can use the w shell object, and then using the run method we can give the actual commands from there itself. So this kind of all questions based upon the VBS and QFL, like VB script, what is the difference between execute file and load function library? These functions are, these kind of questions are asked in QTP interviews. So to get the more details and the practical examples, you can go to the log on to the QTP interview questions.blogspot.in. This is very important website that I've created for those kind of questions on QTP. Thank you.